Hailie Deegan brings them off of turn 4, down for the start of the 25-lap heat race.
Deegan gets the jump into turn 1, but Tony Stewart tries to stay persistent on the outside, and he's going to get good roll off of 2, but they're still side-by-side for the lead and side-by-side for third.
Tony Stewart in the outside lane. Hailie Deegan to the bottom. Who will lead lap number 1 as they come off of turn number 4? Still stacked up double wide, and it's Tony Stewart to lead the opening circuit.
They are still door to door. This will be the 3rd lap that Deegan and Stewart have been racing side by side.
3 wide, further back. One car spins off of turn number 4. Is that Keselowski?
That's Brad Keselowski after contact with Marco Andretti. And we're staying green, and they're still side by side up front.
Another car with damage in turn 2. That car is slow. That might be Newman. Oh, we'll stay under the green flag.
Now the caution's out. Looking at a replay of what happened, it was Andretti and Keselowski that got together coming off of 4.
It is going to be Tony Stewart. Near tie at the start-finish line, 5/1000ths of a second, with Hailie Deegan continuing to dig to the inside. Paul Tracy battling Greg Biffle just behind them. Tony Stewart trying to come back up through the field as well.
He's still side-by-side for Biffle in the battle for 4th.
Never seen the Stafford. Oh, trouble, turn 3, one car goes around.
It's Biffle! And he backed it into the wall hard.
It's Daniel Suarez and Marco Andretti. 4th and 5th. Here comes Tracy to the inside, jamming it to the bottom in turn 4, looking for the lead on Tony Stewart.
Stewart had no choice but to give Tracy some room. That was the turn 3 bottom shot again, and it almost ended in disaster. Instead, it ends with Tracy and Stewart still side by side. Can Tracy clear off of 2? Not quite.
Stewart with the better run in the outside lane. Tracy again back to the bottom, but not with the run this time by. It'll be Tony Stewart who slides up the racetrack.
They continue to battle for 3rd between Deegan and Suarez, but up front, Tony Stewart will take the checker flag and win the first heat of the night in round 2 of SRX. And Kenny Wallace gets a good jump. Brad Keselowski spun the tires on the start and falls back in 2nd spot, about a car length behind Wallace.
But now he might in turn 2. Here comes Brad Keselowski to the bottom.
You don't see many moves like that in the center of the corner, but Keselowski's car stuck down there on the bottom real good. He has a slight edge in turn 3 over Kenny Wallace. They're side by side off of 4. Now it's Brad K to the front. How far is Priest going to send into 3? About half a car length further than Newman, and he has the advantage. He might look for the lead.
Here comes Ryan Priest to the inside off of turn number 4 on Brad Keselowski. Didn't have enough room and had to settle back in the line for second.
Tracy sideways in turn 1 after contact with Schrader, and he goes around.
Couple of times, in fact, for Paul Tracy.
Let's take a look. Schrader, Tracy, and Labonte 3 wide, and Schrader just nipped the left rear of Tracy's car. And another car got up in the wall. That's Kenny Wallace. And obviously, Priest has the advantage in many ways over Keselowski in terms of seat time at this track and maybe just how good that car is. But Keselowski started up front. He's going to finish up front. It's Brad Keselowski to take heat race number 2.
Ryan Priest to lead the field of 13 down for the start.
Priest spins the tires as he hits the box. That allows the 99 of Suarez to stay even with him in turn 1, but Priest gets the jump through 1 and 2. Suarez hits the gas and stays alongside Priest.
Ryan Priest takes the lead up the back straightaway for the first time. Daniel Suarez staying right with him. Tony Stewart in a bid for 3rd with Tony Kanaan as they come off of turn number 4 for the race lead as they're side by side again for the top spot.
Suarez on the inside in the red car. Priest on the outside in the orange car. There's still fender to fender. Suarez still keeps his nose in it going into turn 3. It's really tight. Priest slides up a lane. Suarez runs the apron, and they're still door to door.
This time by at the stripe, it is close. 7/1000ths of a second. Give it to Ryan Priest over Daniel Suarez, who takes the top spot in turn 2. And here's Priest with the crossover, but unable to make the pass, or is he? Here he comes, digging hard off of turn 4. Ryan Priest and Daniel Suarez.
Suarez opened the hole for a second, and Priest pounced on it. Still side by side in the 1. Priest drives it in a lot deeper, but Suarez has the better momentum in the center, but Priest gets the drive off. It's Ryan Priest out in front. Labonte right now is just watching Biffle, Andretti, and Deegan go at it. Whoa, Priest is sideways in turn 1 and clips the wall.
What happened to Ryan Priest up in turn number 1? Car out of shape, car into the wall. New race leader, Tony Kanaan, goes to the front of the field.
You can take a look at the video screen. Priest just got sideways entering turn 1 and drifted all the way around the corner, and I think maybe him flipping that wall saved the car.
Helmet coming off of Ryan Priest's head. He is done here for the night. Right there on the back bumper.
Oh, turn 2. Paul Tracy goes around, backs it into the wall after contact with Haley Deegan. And that brings out the caution with 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go. Kanaan, Newman on the front row. Who gets the jump?
Green is out. Suarez thought about making it 3 wide as they went to turn number 1.
Whoa, Kanaan, he goes so deep in the 1, and he slams the wall as if that car just did not slow down.
Big hit into turn 1 for Tony Kanaan.
And Daniel Suarez goes to the inside of Newman, and he's going to get the lead.
Daniel Suarez goes to the front of the field, but now here comes Ryan Newman back to the inside.
Back into turn 1 they go with 8 laps to go. Newman and Suarez bang doors, and there's another crash in turn 1. It looks like Brad Keselowski's in the wall. And that brings out the caution, and Keselowski got the wall good.
Pulls his car onto the pit lane. Let's get a look at the restart up on the big screen.
It's almost like Kanaan just didn't have brakes.
And the way those brake rotors were glowing
Yes.
in the first half of this event, there's a good chance of that.
Now, I mean, he has the wheel turned all the way to the left. The brakes are not locking up.
Green is up, and they go to turn 1.
It's Suarez with the lead going into the corner. Tony Stewart on the, oh, Paul Tracy hits the wall. It looks like maybe he had a tire going down. He keeps it going. Up front, it's Suarez, though, that has the lead with 7 laps to go, and they come back around. But it's Suarez still out in front. Tony Stewart just about clears Biffle for third as Newman gives Suarez the bumper.
Battle for the lead, side by side at the stripe. 100th of a second between Stewart and Newman. Newman to the inside lane. Daniel Suarez in the outside lane. Stewart looks on in third. New leader, Ryan Newman, goes back to the point.
They single out in the top 5 cars as they head through 3 and 4. Can you believe it? He's going to do it again. For the 2nd straight year, Ryan Newman wins the Superstar Racing Experience at Stafford.